What's up, guys? Good morning, good afternoon, good night, buenos dias, ohayo gozaimasu. I can't think of any other phrases, but happy whatever day you guys are watching this. Today, I actually wanted to do a much more lighthearted, quick video, hopefully it's quick, on a 2021 wish list, or my personal 2021 wish list. I'm at a phase where I bought enough fast fashion items and I kind of want to just not buy as much, I guess you could say, and just buy much more staple essentials or pieces that I could see myself wearing that really fits my style. As someone who is getting older, I feel like one should always try to evolve, but at the same time, find that foundation. And I think I kind of found my foundation as to what style I'm trying to lean towards. But nonetheless, we are gonna go ahead and get right to it. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm actually going to look at my list while I do this video because, I am not very good at remembering things. So let's get to it. Let's go ahead and start with jackets. Now, I don't have any particular way of me shopping, I guess you could say, but more as to what I would wear and what I like, what type of silhouette clothing I like. So, it's not like I'm going per season, but just more of like things I've been eyeing and I really want to make the effort to actually buying it, you know what I'm saying? So, let's get to it. First things first, people are gonna be like, dang, dude, you're into the hype and all that other stuff, but I feel like I'm not necessarily into the hype. Like, yes, a lot of people are buying it, but I don't know, I really like the item. So am I a bandwagoner? I guess you could say so, but I genuinely like the item and I think I could pull it off. And do I care what other people think? No, I really don't. Alright guys, so the first item I am looking at is the Kapital Bandana quilted patchwork jacket. Basically, how do I describe it? It is a paisley pattern jacket that I believe all the fabrics are repurposed, or it's just different patterned sections within the jacket, and I really like that. And I really love Japan's or Japanese designers' aspects as to how they form the items, and they really believe in a cut and sewn type direction when it comes to doing these clothing. So I really like Kapital. I've been wanting one of their pieces, whether it's this jacket or another piece that I'll probably be talking about later on. I really don't want to say it's workwear because it's not, but sometimes it is, and a lot of people who wear Kapital would be associated with like workwear or like it's so hard for me to describe what Kapital is, but the fact that it's super popular and that John Mayer wears it, other celebrities wear it, your favorite YouTubers wear it. This is like one of the pieces that I would love to cop and just keep forever. Now I know if you wear this in California, especially a certain color, you might get in trouble, right? So I'm looking for much more of a neutral color, like the black one that I showed you guys. But other than that, that's piece number one. Piece number two is actually from a brand called Human Made. I'm pretty sure you guys know what Human Made is, but I've always been a big fan of Nigo. If you guys don't know who Nigo is, he's actually the founder, I guess creative director of Bape. And back in 2007 and 2011, that was like the brand to get. It was that and like Supreme. And I've always wanted that, but I honestly could not afford to buy those pieces, right? So I typically, as I got older, I was like, I still love Bape. I have like a little soft spot for Bape and maybe Supreme, but not so much just because a lot of hypebees wear it and it's just so accessible now. But Human Made, the one specifically that I want is called the Human Made Dries All's Wool Varsity jacket. Unfortunately, they don't have any on Grailed, so I can't really show you guys, but I've always been a big fan of varsity jackets. Yes, you could get a vintage one, and I'm all for that. But to have a piece that you really enjoy and is made from a designer that you admire is something much more valuable to me, at least, you know? It's this navy blue jacket. Instagrammer, maybe even future YouTuber, his name is Kenneth Nguyen. He actually has this jacket, and I've been aware of Human Made, but I never knew they made a varsity jacket like that. And I really like it just because of like, it's such a neutral base color. It's like navy blue and like an off-white cream color on the side of the arms, and it's leather. And I really like the heart sign showing on the arms, and I feel like that gives a very nice touch to it. I mean, it is human made, right? When you think of humans, you think of emotions and all that other stuff, right? But yeah, guys, I just really like it. Honestly, the fit, you know, it isn't boxy, it isn't cropped. It just looks very normal and slim to the body. But honestly, with how things are going and how varsity jackets are in right now, it can be a trend. I'm not too sure, but I personally have always loved varsity jackets. I feel like this is a very nice cop. As for pricing, it's a bit expensive with the fact that a lot of people are getting varsity jackets now. Like the one I'm looking at on Google says it's like $12.50 for a large. It's out of stock. But yeah, guys, if I find a nice deal or a good deal, or if I find it used or on eBay, best believe I'm trying to cop this, and I'd honestly be wearing this for years to come. Alright guys, so the next item that I'll be talking about is another jacket, and it's another varsity jacket. It's from Celine. I really like the silhouette of the Celine varsity jacket, primarily because although I do love the collared varsity jackets, or the, how do you explain it? Like the bomber collared jackets? Anyways, I really like Celine's varsity jackets just because they actually have like the little, I really want to call it a lapel, but they have the actual like collar. There you go, the collared varsity jacket. And I love that just because it just looks much more, how do I explain it? It's like, to me, it's kind of like more vintagey, and I just really love the fact of how it looks. Someone who has worn this piece is Mr. Depressed Trap Kid on YouTube, aka Kai's friend, and I really like the fitting of it, not just how he wears it. Like, yeah, his outfits are hella dope, but I just really love the silhouette of it, and I think they use like velvet too, which adds like a nice touch. Any Celine varsity jacket to me, it would be the best, like honestly, but I think if I had to choose one, it would probably be like a nice red and cream one, or maybe even, you know, a regular black and white one. So I really love Celine's take on the varsity jacket. Am I gonna get it this year? I don't know, maybe if I hit the lottery, or if I find like a crazy deal, or if someone's, you know, trying to clean out their closet or is getting out of the fashion game. Like honestly, this might be a cop, but other than that, we can only wish, right? Okay, anyways, the next item is actually a bomber jacket, but I really like this jacket. It's very simple, but at the same time it's not, because of that detail to it. So jacket that I'm referring to is a Dries Van Noten bomber jacket. I'm not too sure if that's how you say it. Maybe it's Dries Van Noten. I don't know. But yes, I'm looking to get this jacket, or maybe even, you know, find a cheaper alternative. I'm not too sure. I know Rubin Cone actually has made their own rendition, but I don't really like the colors they have, just because it's just like, I like to keep my tones very neutral, I guess you could say. But yes, this Dries Van Noten back zipped bomber. So it's a regular bomber, right? It looks cropped and a little bit boxy, right? But no, it's not really boxy. The jacket is actually a bit cropped, but the thing that I really love about it the most is the back zip. So there's like a zipper on the back of the jacket, and I'm looking on like Google right now, and Guys, it just looks super, super sick. If you guys are wondering like why this jacket costs so much, which is like around 1,000, 4 figures, is primarily because it was actually seen on A$AP Rocky's video, I believe the music video LSD, where he's walking around, is it Japan or Korea? One of those two. But yeah, guys, jacket is super simple, but at the same time, I really love that detail to it, you know? And I don't really know much about the brand, but I am looking to dig deeper, and maybe I can just, you know, let you guys know what I find, right? But yeah, they make this iconic back zip bomber jacket, and I don't know, it just adds that nice detail touch to it. So there's nothing else for me to say about the jacket. I'm not really too sure what fabric it has. The brand actually has other renditions to it. If I could get the black one, I'd be more than happy. On to the next item. All right, guys, so the next section we are going to be talking about is tops. And tops I've actually been looking at is bare knuckles. Obviously, I know that was my last year's wish list, but I'm honestly want to make the effort and actually save up to buy a piece. The tops that I'm actually referring to are the cardigans. I really like the yellow one. The teal one is nice, but I don't know, something about yellow, and I feel like maybe yellow would look better for my skin tone, I guess. I'm not too sure, but yeah, I think they were selling this for like $200 retail, $200 to $300 retail. And you already know that resellers are trying to up the price, right? Dude, there's one here that's like $360, worn twice, size small. And I know they tend to go oversized. And if you guys don't know who or what Bare Knuckles is, it's a brand made by a YouTuber named Jacob Keller. Check him out, check the brand out. I really like his touch to all the clothing he makes. Unfortunately, it's out of my price range, but that doesn't mean that we can't afford it someday, right? Yeah, I really like the design aspect of their yellow cardigan. I love the de-stressing of the cardigan. It really like gives me those grandpa vibes, and I really like it, to be honest with you guys. But I really love the distressing. Supposedly it's made out of alpaca knit, so you can already know that it's gonna be very good quality. And yeah, guys, it just looks super comfortable. I don't know about you guys, I know cardigans have been in and out of fashion, but I really like how a lot of people are trying to incorporate that grandpa vibe look into their outfits, and I've been loving cardigans, so why not elevate my cardigan section of my closet and get a much more stapled piece, you know? And I feel like cardigans is good for the fall and spring, and I really love the color yellow lately. I don't know why, but a nice mustard yellow colored article piece of clothing is just, I don't know, guys, it's so sick. On to the next one. All right, guys, the next item that I'll be talking about is from Bare Knuckles again. I really like the cashmere sweater. I don't know, guys, it just looks hella comfortable. The one that I'm more specifically looking at is the mint color. I'm looking to dive more into like colored pieces in my silhouette, in my closet, I guess you could say. And I really like the mint color that they have. Unfortunately, it is a bit pricey. Like literally someone's selling it for $500 on Grailed, $700 on Grailed, and the $500 one is a medium, but I've seen that it's super like big and boxy. So I think it would be best for me to invest in a small. Like I said, I am trying to slim down. So yeah, guys, made out of cashmere. Again, with the distressing, I really like it. But other than that, yeah, I don't know, it just looks super comfortable, and I'm all about, you know, crew necks and sweaters and just, you know, being able to dress comfortably and feel comfortable, so that way I could always act my best. On to the next item. All right, guys, so the next item that I want is specifically for spring, and I've been looking for a nice camp collared shirt, any specific ones. I actually do not know any specific cam collared shirts. I know Bare Knuckles had one and I really like it. The reason why I want a cam collared shirt is because it's like I like things a little bit more loose. Yes, it's nice to have like a nice collared shirt to wear for whatever occasion, whether you're going out on a date, casual, to an event, but a nice cam collared shirt is much more looser. I feel like the fabric and material of cam collared shirts is much more lighter, so it's much more breathable in like the spring and summer. For me, I freaking hate sweating. I hate feeling anything wet, and the moment I get into my car, sit down, and feel my back hecka sweating, dude, it's just ooh, cringe. I don't know about you guys, but that's just how I am. On to the next one. All right guys, so the next item I'm going to be talking about is denim. And the reason why I'm talking about denim is primarily because I feel like denim is actually going to make a comeback. I was actually on Keezy's IG live and I asked him how he feels about, you know, nudies, imperials and iron hearts and all of those Japanese denim that's slowly coming back up, because I know he's really into like Japanese denim, because I know he loves like his Avisus. But yeah, I've always wanted this brand ever since high school. It's called Iron Hearts. Super heavy denim. I think it's like 19 ounce. There's one that's 25 ounce. Selvage denim. I'm not just talking about Levi's 501s, but say I really love Japanese denim because it's like, it's one of those pieces where you can buy yourself and you could make the fade, you know? Having something and creating it on your own is something that I really gravitate towards. But I really like the Iron Hearts. Like, I'm looking at one right now on Google and this guy has a 666, 10 months, 5 soaks, 1 wash, and the fade looks super crazy. And I think if anyone were to hop on a trend right now, I say, you know, save your money, get some Japanese selvage denim, because I have a feeling that it'll actually pop up again, as I feel like a lot of people are leaning more towards denim nowadays. So it is a bit pricey though. There's a store here in San Francisco in the Bay Area that sells selvage, and they actually sell Ironheart brand. But as for pricing, you're looking at $300 to $400 for a pair of pants, but best believe that these are like high quality denim. Like I remember my friend who was buying all these nice like Japanese denim, Japanese brands, and he made me feel his like Iron Hearts, and dude, it was like super heavy. But yeah guys, 14 ounce, they have like a 25 ounce denim. They have different style, whether you're more into like the slim tapered. I think they have like a skinny fit too. See, they have boot cut, straight tapered. I don't think they have a skinny cut jean. But yeah, it looks like it's all like slim fit, and you know, as you're getting older, like I'm 28 and last thing I want is to wear skinny pants when I'm freaking 30 years old, you know, that's kind of weird. But enough rambling, on to the next item. Alright guys, the next item I'm going to be talking about is none other than the hype that's happening right now. And you know, call me hypebeast if you want, or you know, tell me that I'm following the hype, but I really want a nice double knee pant from Carhartt. The ones I'm looking at specifically is white ones, and it's weird because I don't like white pants, but the fact that you have like this nice double knee like look to the pant, the fact that like I personally am starting to like more of the American casual, Americana styled fashion. I mean, who wouldn't want to get a nice pair of pants like these, you know? And it's pretty affordable, you know? Like $120 is the one I'm looking at on Grailed, beige. But they do have much more affordable pieces. Anyone that wants to get any like vintage stuff, you could just thrift it and hopefully you'll find it, unless some vintage reseller tends to find it first and resells it for a higher price. But usually these pants are like $20-$30 at the thrift store, so good find if you guys could find it. You can also check on eBay, all that good stuff. But like I said, double knee work pants from Carhartt, in beige, that's the one I'm going for. And maybe even a green one too. So on to the next one. Alright guys, the next pants that I am going to be talking about is none other than the Homme Plisse Issey Miyake's. I'm actually looking to just get a nice black one, and the ones I specifically want are the Pleats too. I think a lot of you guys were saying how like it looks pretty cool on me, and I really love that because it's like there's like a stigma where if you're a short person, if you're wearing big pants, you look even shorter, right? But I got positive responses, so I'm looking to actually get the Pleats too, which is a little bit more slimmer, and I feel like that'd be perfect for me. So I'm not looking for any other color than black. If you guys want a much more in-depth talk or conversation about the Homme Plisse Issey Miyake's, go on YouTube. There's other people who can articulate the brand much more in-depth compared to me. But if you want to see my other videos, feel free to watch it. On to the next one. With spring coming up slowly, we're not there yet, but you know, you already know prices are going to be up. But I'm actually looking to invest more in shorts, and I'm really starting to dig more of the utilitarian look within shorts. Just because spring and summer is a little bit more boring, you kind of want to change things up, right? So I'm actually looking at the Whoisjacov, Whoisjacov utilitarian shorts. I really like the shorts, and I was actually thinking about getting it when it dropped, but I think I like forgot that it dropped because I was doing something and like I missed out on it. But I really like it just because of the look. It's nylon, so you already know it's gonna be like lightweight, and it does have like this boxing style elastic waistband, which pretty nice, you know. That means it's gonna be much more fitting to your body or whatever. And yeah, it just has like a good amount of pockets, and it's like, the thing about utilitarian look is that once you have like a lot of pockets, like you could call it like a cargo pant, you know, or a cargo short. But I really like his take on it, because it's like, it's very minimal, but at the same time it's not, just because it's utilitarian. But I don't know, I just really like it. And I like my shorts when it's like a little bit like, not necessarily high-waisted, but a little bit above the knee, just because I'm a shorter person and I want to kind of elongate my legs, right? And that's how you do that, by wearing a little bit shorter shorts. Not freaking hella short, but like, you guys get what I'm saying. But yeah, Whoisjacov, or Jacov, whatever, Jacob Wallace, YouTuber who made the shorts. He's friends with Fernando, Archive Collector, Unsound Rags on Instagram, and he's also friends with none other than Trevor. I don't know how to say his last name, but he's also the one who has created the Fugazi sneakers, the ones that look like Jordan 1s. Into these shorts, they're sick, they're dope. I would cop it, and it's not too expensive where you're spending like an arm and a leg just to get these shorts. It's pretty affordable, and the fact that I'm pretty sure if he hangs out with these people who are into like details and all this other stuff, that it should be good, hopefully. Next one, I know this is super like out of the park, it's super different from what I've originally been talking about, but I also like Richle's cargo shorts. Same situation. It is simple, but not really. It looks super comfortable. And the reason why I like Richle's collection, even though it always sells freaking out, is the fact that I'm pretty sure the quality is up there and it's very minimal. But the fact that Richle actually collabs with an entrepreneur who has a fashion house. His name is Chris No. And I read and watched and heard interviews with him, and he really is into like fashion and all the other stuff. So you already know that if he's an established entrepreneur who has a fashion house and has helped multiple brands kickstart their first start into like the fashion world and, you know, branding and all that good stuff, you already know it's gonna be super good. So thumbs up to Richle's collection. I'm more than willing to get some shorts from him if they freaking ever appear in my size and don't sell out, but yeah, I really like his shorts. On to the next one. All right guys, so the next shorts I will be talking about is none other than the Homme Plisse Issey Miyake's. They do look a little bit tall, so if there's a way I can find a shorter size, I'm more than willing to cop it. But other than that, the material in the Homme Plisses is like super light, but like very detailed oriented, and that's why I like the shorts. So there's nothing else for me to like talk about the shorts other than the fact that there's just Homme Plisse Issey Miyake pants cut in half, super nice, pretty affordable, like 200 bucks, $200-$300. And knowing the fact that they're super lightweight, made in the Philippines, shout out to Filipinos, you already know it's gonna be legit. So on to the next item. We will be talking about shoes, and I feel like this is like the main like section that I'm really into. First shoe that I'm talking about is none other than 1985 Air Jordan 1's Neutral Greys. I don't care what you guys say. You guys can say it's super hype, super hella expensive right now. Yes, it sucks. It's like $2,000 or $4,000, but if I can get me a pair, then I'm more than willing to buy it. The reason why I really want to gravitate towards this shoe is just because it's such a nice neutral color. I love neutrals. I love solid colors, black, whites, grays, all that good stuff. And when it comes to like wearing outfits, I like to be as versatile as possible, and being able to get a nice gray pair of shoes, that's all I'm into. On to the next one. All right guys, so the next item that I really want to get are some penny loafers. And you guys are probably thinking like, oh, I thought he was, you know, done with, he got his tassel loafers and all the other stuff. But when I found out Emilion Dor came out with black and white pebbled penny loafers, like I automatically like fell in love. And it's so hard to come across a used pair just because it's like no one has them, you know. So yeah, I really want the black and white pebbled ADL penny loafers. Another brand that actually sells that specific one is Thom Browne. So they actually, they actually came up with their own style. Obviously it's much more expensive because it is like a designer brand. It's like $400-$500, but yeah, I just really like it. It's super nice, super dope, and it's just something super casual, you know. But I'm gonna put you guys on, if you guys are into penny loafers, there's actually a brand called Bass or Base or GH Base Bass, but they actually have been in the game making affordable like loafers, and they actually have the black and white ones that I've been looking at. I'm not too sure if it's the same material, and obviously there's different like design aspects within the penny loafer, but I mean, if you guys are looking to get a nice pair of penny loafers and something much more affordable, I say check them out, because this might actually be a brand that I'm looking to get, especially for like the spring and summer, when I want to be a little bit much more comfortable than, you know, wearing all these like pants or these high top sneakers. When I just want to wear a low cut ankled shoe, I could always just slip on my penny loafers. On to the next one. Okay, so the next shoe that I'm going to be talking about is none other than the infamous Visvim Shaman Folk Brown shoe, worn by none other than Kanye West. I really like this shoe, but as I grow up and learn more about brands and really think of what brands I want to buy, Visvim is actually up there along with Kapital and all the other stuff. So I really like the shoe. It's super different. They're kind of like moccasins, and I think they have a Vibram sole, so you already know it's going to be super like comfortable, and it'll last a pretty long time too. So yeah, I'm looking for like a nice brown, tan one. They also have like a black one as well, but I mean, any one of those for a good price, I'm down to buy it. On to the next one. Alright guys, so the next shoe I am looking to get are Jordan 4s. More specifically, I really have been feeling the cool gray 4s. This type of silhouette Jordan shoe is something I've always wanted ever since I was like, you know, really into sneakers and Jordan specifically. I've always wanted the cool gray 4s. They're like $400 back in high school. That's hella money. Can't even cop it. They also have like the bread 4s as well with the Nike sign on the back. So yeah guys, like any one of these 4s I'm more than willing to buy and cop. I feel like they look really nice with like shorts. As for pants, it's really hard because a lot of people would wear like stacked denim with 4s, so I haven't found out the best silhouette to wear with 4s, especially with pants. But when I do, y'all already know, I'll put y'all on to the next one. Alright guys, so the next shoe, and it's like very wishful shoe, is actually from a brand called Dior. Y'all know it, but it's actually a boot, and the one I'm talking about is the infamous Autumn Winter 2007 Dior Navigate combat boot. I've actually been looking for a combat boot, and with winter slowly coming to spring, I feel like it's gonna be practically impossible for me to find the right boot. I think I found a brand, but I have yet to buy it and afford it. So other than that, I really like the Dior Navigate combat boot. I really like how people style it. I love the fact how you can, it's just really nice, and for being a shorter person, it makes you look taller, you know, because of the heel part. But other than that, Dior Navigate boot, I really like how people style it. It looks super sick, and just, yeah, being older, I kind of want to be more in tune with my style and my age, so boots are slowly starting to like come into my rotation, and I've honestly been wearing my Chelsea boot from H&M more than sneakers during this winter. Obviously, when I'm wearing sweats, I'm not gonna wear boots, but it's either I wear combat boots or I wear sweats. So one of the two, you guys get the idea. On to the next one. The next boot I will be talking about is none other than a collaboration with Calvin Klein and Raf Simons. And shout out to Jordan O'Brien, because I did a video for him and he's cool, he's a friend. He actually wore these shoes, and I looked at it and I was like, these look kind of weird, but I like it. So basically it's the Chelsea boot. I already have my H&M one, but I know those are gonna retire anytime soon. But the one I'm referring to is the 205 W39 New York City boot. It's a Chelsea boot, but it has like a metal plate in the front, and it just adds that nice detailed touch. It's nothing too out there. Very simple. They have like a nice black one. They have like a maroon one. And yeah guys, it's just super sick. I think pricing is, I've seen some for like $200 to $600, so it's relatively cheap. And the fact that Raf Simons actually made the boot is something to I guess you say appreciate, because I really love how he styles his clothes and all the other stuff. But that's about it. On to the next one. Alright guys, so the next item that I'll be talking about, you guys are gonna be super surprised, and I don't even know why I am gravitating towards this boot, but it kind of low-key looks sick. But anyways, it's actually the Moncler Genius. Well, it's a long name. So the boot that I'm referring to is the 6 Moncler Genius 1017 Alyx 9 SM Black Allison boot, and it's super chunky. And I know a lot of people like, I'm not really feeling that, right? And it's true, like I wasn't feeling it either. But I mean, don't get me wrong, I watched Kenny Jima and I saw that he wore the boot, and how he wore it was actually pretty sick. It was fairly simple. It was just like Levi's, it probably was Levi's, I'm not too sure. I think it looked like 505s or 501s, and I think he wore like a shirt and a flannel or something like that, but it's fairly simple. And I feel like a lot of people who wear this boot tends to make it much more out there than it should be, when it can potentially just be dressed fairly simple, right? So I know chunky boots are in, and I know this is like a trend, but I just really like how the boot looks and how one can style it, you know? And I feel like I'm kind of in that phase where I kind of want to challenge myself and go out there and try something new. But basically it's made out of rubber and neoprene. It does have drawstrings on the upper, like that drawstring action, or the drawstring look for like jackets and all the other stuff, or like parachute pants. So they have that, but you guys have to see it. Super like unique and super chunky. That's fucking dope. I don't fucking know. I'm just weird like that. On to the next one. Alright guys, so the next boot, I have been digging, and I saw on Grilled's article, so shout out to Grilled, is actually by Prada, more specifically the Brixxen Chelsea boot in white. I don't know, it's so weird how I'm starting to gravitate towards these higher end like shoes when it doesn't really like match my look now, but I don't know, I just like it, you know? It's one of those things where that has been designed perfectly well, and it just looks good. But anyways, yeah, this Prada boot in white is super sick. It is lugged, but it isn't too out there. I really like how it has like multi-tone colored look to it. So they have like a white one and a black one, and the recent ones they have is like black and blue and some other black color, but I'm more of like, hey, it has to be all black or all white type look, you know? That's just me. I'm not, you know, I'm not saying, hey, you have to do it like this, like that. This is just my preference, but the white ones are super sick. Check it out. All right, guys, and the next items that I'll be talking about is accessories. More specifically, I've been looking at this brand called Chained&Able. I think that's what it is, or Chain Plus Able, but it is from a guy named Henry Goodfellow who makes this jewelry. I guess he's good friends with the people from Cole Buxton, but I really like his jewelry just because it's like simple but like super sick, and I really love the details. The ones I'm looking at are gold. As you guys may know, I really love gold. Some of the rings that I personally like is the Onyx Mini Sovereign ring. That one's sick. The Onyx Square Signet ring. I also like the Black Stone Prince ring, the Clear Stone Prince ring. He has like a lot of good rings. The rings that I really like are his Sovereign rings because they have crazy details. And the ones I'm looking at more specifically is, I believe, St. George or St. Chris. One of those two, but they're super sick. I really love the story of the saints. So if you are into any of that, look them up. It's freaking dope. And look at his brand, it's super sick. He has other rings. He has like a college ring, which is hella sick. Yeah, he has like a college ring, which is super sick. It comes with like I believe a red emerald like stone. And it's just super classy to me. I don't know, it just reminds me of like olden times. So check them out. It is pretty pricey, like $100 to $200, but he does have one that isn't sterling silver. The ones I'm looking at sterling silver. I feel like when it comes to jewelry, one should invest more into jewelry, I guess you could say, you know? Like, I don't want to buy anything cheap because I could always pass it down. All right, guys, and the last item I will be talking about is none other than the infamous Jown tote bag. And for me, I've always been anti-bags. Handbags and crossbody bags, that's like a no-go for me personally. If you wear that, hey, that's on you. If you find it practical, then yes, go for it. But for me, I like tote bags primarily because I can hold my dang groceries in it. Or like, let's say if I am going to like a coffee shop or going somewhere really quick, like to a friend's house, family member's house, get my laptop, get all the other stuff and put it in there. With a crossbody bag, I can't get that. With a shoulder bag, I can't use that. For me, I'm a photographer, videographer. I usually always have my camera, a laptop, some pen and paper, and I usually like to write stuff down because I'm much more of a visual learner. So having like a nice journal and a pen is always nice too. So tote bags are slowly starting to be okay for me. Other bags, no. I would honestly just get the regular like denim one. Huge one, I don't think that's necessarily it for me or right for me, just because it isn't really practical. I'm all about practicality, and it's like to have a crossbody bag to flex. And that's the only reason why I have a crossbody bag. Like, yeah, I can hold my stuff, but the main reason is to flex on people. The crossbody bag doesn't really make sense for me, especially as a guy. To have like a tote bag to carry my crap around, and for it to be stylish, I think that's like borderline okay with me. Other than that, those are all the items that I am looking to get. I find these videos interesting because it shows where that person's style is leaning towards. As you can tell, I'm kind of being much more conservative, Americana. I'm refining my foundation into my style. So hope you guys enjoy that. What are some pieces that you guys enjoy from my wish list? What are some pieces you guys are looking to get? Let me know in the comments below. Sorry for the long video. Have a great day. Wash your hands. Peace out.